Welcome to the Sports Betting Top Picks and Plays. This is for the College Basketball Edition. My name is Abby. It's Tuesday, February the 25th. We're just here to discuss with you a slate of games for the Tuesday card. We're going to start Northwestern at Minnesota. This is courtesy of oddslogic.com. The latest line moves, over-unders, totals, and the injury report. So Northwestern at Minnesota starts us off here today. 7 p.m. start. Minnesota -3, total 130.5. Since then, it has gone to 2.5. Come down to 2.5. That's what we're seeing here. So mainly 2.5 here. 3 still there, 2.5. But the total, most notably, has gone up to 131. So we'll look into this further. Yeah, point spread hasn't really moved. It's just the total. We'll look into that. We'll wait for it to come up. Just give it a bit. Okay. Let's see. Just give it a moment or so. It should come up. Yeah, so you can see it hasn't really moved much. The line is just to open up at 3. Minnesota's getting the public money for some reason. They're the public's side. The total's still at 131. So we'll look into this game further. This is Minnesota. This is Northwestern at Minnesota. Just going to handpick a few of the games this evening. First meeting of the season between these two teams. Actually, sorry. This is the second meeting of the season. Sorry about that. Or, I'm sorry. What? First meeting of the season between the two teams. Sorry, I apologize. Sorry about that. Northwestern, 3-7 last 10 games, 4-6 against the spread, 8-2 to the over. So Northwestern, they're basically 2 out of the 5 games are 2-3 of the last 5. Northwestern, and 3-2 to the over. So they're an underdog on the road. They have covered their last 2 games on the road. Minnesota, 6-4 last 10, 6-4 against the spread, 4-5 to the under, or 4-6 to the under. Minnesota's 3-2 last 5 games, and 1-4 to the under. Let's look at this one here. Let's take a look here. Let's see. We'll look at this closely here. Well, Northwestern's covered 2 straight games. Minnesota hasn't covered at home. They haven't covered at home at all. They've been their favorite, but they haven't really covered at home. Let's see. That's not good. Northwestern's covered their last 2 games on the road. The only thing I can look at, because the side's kind of tricky, I'd have to look at the over. Over 130.5. That's the way I have to look at this game. The last 3 meetings have gone over the total. They have gone over the last 3 meetings between these two teams. So I'm going to play the over. I like the over in this one. 130.5 to the over. If I had to play a side, I would take Northwestern on the points if I had to play the side, but I like the total more in this game. Yeah, I like the total more in this game for sure. Let me look at this further. See if I see anything else here. Let's see. Let's see here. All right, so we're going to look at the next game here. The next game we're going to look at, we're only going to pick a handful of these games because there's a lot of games going on. So we're going to pick a handful of these games. Providence, Marquette. This one's minus 11 Marquette. It opened up minus 11, total 148.5. It's now at 149.5. And we're seeing the line go at 13.5. 13. That's the highest it's gone. So we're going to look at this one here. This one here, 13. And it's gone up to 149.5. So look in this game further. Marquette. We're going to look at this one. This is the second game. So the head-to-head history here. They did play New Year's Eve, the 31st of December, in Providence. At that time, Marquette was a 6.5-point favorite. Marquette covered and won. And it was under the total, 142.5. Marquette's won the last 3 games. They've covered the last 3 and won the last 3. Overall, Providence against other opposition, 3-7. 5-5 against the spread, 8-2 to the over. Providence 1-4 last 5 games and are 4-1 to the over. Marquette 5-5 last 10 games, 4-6 against the spread, 4-6 to the under. Marquette 2-3 last 5 games and 2-3 to the under. So both teams are one's playing to the over, the other one's playing to the under. Marquette's beaten this team 3 straight times. Covered 3 straight times. Oh, man, 13. And the total, well, we're under the last time, 142. 149. Let me look at this game some more. I'm going to look at the first half. Let me see what I can get for the first half. I'll look at that. Let's see. Let's see here. I'm still looking. Yeah, I would take the first half under in this one. Under 70.5. First half under. Marquette and Providence. I think this is going to be, it'll start off a little bit slow, this game. Pace will be a little slow. Then in the second half, it picks up drastically. That's why I like the under in the first half. Just the pace of this game is going to be a little slow. Then it'll pick up in the second half. That's my take for that game. Under 70.5 first half. Just shop around, try and get that number, 70.5. All right, so let's see. Okay, so the next game we're going to look at here, I guess we're just picking, going through all the games. This is some of the games we're going to go through. Next one will be Florida at Georgia. This one's -7. It opened up. Total 148.5. It's now at 149. And we're seeing 6.5 sevens. We'll look for it's 149 overall, 149. 7.5 we saw. Look at this one here. I do have a play on this game as well. So Florida getting all the money in this game. And it's 149. Hasn't really moved. Still pretty stagnant. It's a 7 o'clock game. 149. Let's see. All right, so we're going to look into this game, the head-to-head, see what's going on. Okay. Okay, here we are, Florida, Georgia. Last time they played was last month in Florida. Florida was an 11.5 point favorite at home. They covered 89-59, and it pushed at 148. It was a push. Florida's won the last, oh boy, 10 games in a row. They've beaten them 10 times. They've gone over in the last 3-4 games. They've gone over. Let's look at them. Let's look at this overall. Overall, we'll look. Florida 9-1 last 10 games. Again, they've won 5 straight games. 8-2 against the spread. 3-6 to the under. And they're 2-3 to the under. Florida. Georgia 2-8 last 10. 4-6 against the spread. 4-5-1 to the under. Georgia's lost 4 straight games. They're 1-4 last 5, and 4-1 to the over. Let's see here. My take for this game, I would take. My take for this game, I would take Florida in the first half. Florida in the first half, -3.5. I think Florida gets off to a good start in this game. That's my take for that. 3.5 Florida first half. Not sure about the full game. I don't know if I'm gonna go that far and take them in the full game. I would just take the first half. -3.5. Just shop around for the best number. That's what I would do for that game. Yeah, that's the best. That's the best move for that game. 3.5 first half. Next game we're gonna look at here. Let's see. Let's see if I see anything here. Yeah, Alabama at Mississippi State. This one here, -8 Alabama. Mississippi State, that's the opening number. It's gone to 8.5. It's 171. Now it's gone to 170. And we're seeing 172. It's gone to 8. That's interesting. So Alabama getting all the money, public money. And the public's on the over. I definitely have a play on this one. Let's see. Let's see, we're looking for that Bama game. Okay, here we are. So they played a month ago in Mississippi State. Mississippi State a 1.5 point favorite. Alabama covered and won 88-84. It went over the total 166. And now this game is in Alabama. Definitely have a play on this one. Mississippi State 5-5 last 10, 3-7 against the spread, 6-4 to the over. They're 3-2 last 5 games and are 3-2 to the over. For Alabama, 8-2 last 10, 6-4 against the spread, 6-4 to the over under. Alabama 3-2 last 5 games, and they are 3-2 to the over. So I like 2 plays in this game. I saw the total went up to 172. So my play for this game, I like over 172, of course. Over 172. I like that play. Some books have over 170.5, so shop around for the best number. And I'd still bet the over. Even at 170.5, I'd bet the over. Yeah, I like this. I like it. I like this play a lot. I'm looking at let me see the first half. I'm gonna look here, see if there's anything. Yeah, and take the first half over 81 and a half. Over 81 and a half. Alabama, Mississippi State first half. Full game over 170 and a half. If you get it, I played up to 172. Over 170 and a half. Played to 172 full game. I don't have a play on the side. I just have that for the total. That's all I have. All right. So then let's see here. Next game we're going to look at here on this card. I guess we're just doing random games. We're not going to go through all the games. We're going to look at San Diego State, New Mexico. We'll look at this game here. It's -2 San Diego State, total 142 and a half. It's gone to 144 and a half. That's where we're at right now. And the line's dropped to -2. It even come down to as low as 1.5. So we're going to look at this carefully. We'll take a look at this one. Let's see here. Okay, we'll see. Yeah, it's 144. So it's gone up. So New Mexico is getting all the money right now, and for the over under, it's the public. I see the over in this game, although there's no indication yet, but I'm seeing over in this one. Let's look at this further. San Diego State and New Mexico. It's one of the late games. There we are. San Diego State, New Mexico. Okay, this one here. They played last month in New Mexico. That was last month's game. New Mexico 3.5-point favorites. They won 62-48. It was under 147. Now New Mexico overall last 10 games, 8-2 last 10, 5-5 against the spread, 4-6 to the under. So 3-2 last 5 games to the over, and 4-1 last 5 games New Mexico here. San Diego State 7-3 last 10, 3-7 against the spread, 6-4 to the over. 3-2 last 5 games, 3-2 to the over. So both teams are playing to the over. Let's see here. Okay. Let's look here. Yeah, I personally, let's look here. Let me finalize this. I have a play on this game. I'm just going to finalize something. Yeah, I like the over in this game. I like the over 144 and a half, and I like New Mexico plus 2.5. That's a play I like. I'm going to go with that. Next game we're going to look at here. Let's see here. Next game will be Wyoming at Nevada. I have a play on this one. Open up -12. We're seeing it go all -12, 133. It's gone to 134 and a half. Still at -12. This one, Nevada's getting all the public money, and we're seeing a bit of the over coming on the over. That's Nevada, Wyoming. So look into this game further. Nevada, Wyoming. So this one here, they played last year December in Wyoming. San Diego State was a 5.5. I'm sorry, Nevada was a 5.5 point favorites. Wyoming covered and won 66-63, as you can see there, and it was under 133.5 this game. So this is the second meeting. Wyoming overall 3-7 last 10 games, 5-5 against the spread, 4-6 to the under. 1-4 in the last 5 games, Wyoming, and 3-2 to the over. Nevada 5-5 last 10, 4-6 against the spread, 7-3 to the over. 3-2 last 5 games, and 4-1 to the over. Let's see. 3-2, 4-1. All right, so my take is I know both teams are playing to the over right now, but when these teams face off, the last 2 games have gone under the total. Usually when it's divisional, it's a bit closer, a little bit closer in terms of the style of play because they're so familiar with each other, a lot of familiarity. So I like the under in this one, 134.5. I like the under for Nevada. Yeah, I like the under in this game, under 134.5. The final game we're gonna do. We're gonna do one more game. This will be the final game. Let's see. Final game that we're gonna do here is going to be Gonzaga at Santa Clara. Gonzaga -6. Total 163.5. It's come down to 161.5. And it's now at 6.5. That's what we're seeing right now. Let's look here and see. Santa Clara getting the points. Let's look further. Yeah, Santa Clara getting the points. A lot of Santa Clara love. Let's see here. This will be the last game we're going to be doing. Now, they did play head-to-head. They did play on January 18th last month in Gonzaga. Gonzaga was favored by 15 points. So Santa Clara covered. And Santa Clara won 103.99 and went over 161.5. So Gonzaga now. Gonzaga overall 7-3 last 10 games against other opposition, 4-6 against the spread, 4-6 to the under. Gonzaga is 4-1 last 5 games, 1-4 to the under. Santa Clara 7-3 last 10, 8-2 against the spread, 4-6 to the under. Santa Clara 4-1 last 5 games and are 2-3 to the under. So both teams are playing to the under. First game went over. 6.5 Gonzaga on the road. Yeah, Santa Clara's been playing pretty well. They're 6.5. So let me see. Let me look at this one. $162. Let me check. Let's see. Let's see this one here. I'm going to take Gonzaga in the first half. I'll take Gonzaga in the first half, 3.5. That's the way I'm going to play this one. Gonzaga first half. Yeah, I like Gonzaga here. I think they get off to a better start. The last game, Santa Clara dominated them, and Santa Clara beat them pretty badly. So I like Gonzaga to get off to a good start and win the first half over 3.5. I'll take Gonzaga first half. That's the play I like. That's it. That's it for the basketball show. Thank you very much for joining me. My name is Abby. Those are my picks and plays. Whether you fade or follow, it's up to you. I just basically look at the games and basically make my decision from what I feel and what I like. Again, I hope you cash your tickets either way. Hit the like and subscribe button for more picks and plays on this college basketball edition for Tuesday. It's Tuesday, February 25th. Again, stay true to yourself, stay blessed, stay humble, believe in yourself, and good luck to you guys. Take care. Peace.